All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video, and this is my Buffalo Sabres at Columbus Blue Jackets recap. And they exploded in the first period. The Columbus Blue Jackets played two different goalies, and Buffalo had Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in net for them. So let's go over this. Let's recap this game right now. Here we go. Goals: Buffalo 9, Columbus 4. Shots: Buffalo 30, Columbus 24. Block shots: Buffalo 9, Columbus 13. Hits: Buffalo 8, Columbus 25. Faceoffs: Buffalo 21, Columbus 31. Power plays: Buffalo was 3 for 5 on the power play tonight, and I will definitely take that. They've been scoring on the power play as of late, and tonight was no different. Columbus was 0 for 2 on the power play. Penalty minutes: Buffalo 6, Columbus 22. And Buffalo exploded in the first period. So let's go over this right now. Let's recap it. Here we go. Goals. Scoring in the first period at 3:21, it was Buffalo's Dylan Cousins, his 10th of the season on the power play, assisted by Rasmus Dahlin, his 22nd of the season, and by Tage Thompson, his 19th of the season, and it's a 1-0 Buffalo lead. And then at 5:32, it was Buffalo's Tage Thompson, his 17th of the season, assisted by Alex Tuch, his 13th. And it's a 2-0 Sabre lead in the first. But they're not done there. At 7:28, it was Buffalo's Rasmus Dahlin, his 9th of the season, assisted by Dylan Cousins, his 16th, and by Jack Quinn, his 9th. And it's a 3-0 Buffalo lead. And then at 7:50, it was Buffalo's Tage Thompson, his 2nd of the game, his 18th of the season, assisted by Alex Tuch. His 2nd of the game, his 14th of the season, and by Jeff Skinner, his 16th of the season. And it's a 4-0 Sabre lead. And then at 12:22, he did it again. Tage Thompson, his 3rd goal of the game, his 19th of the season on the power play, assisted by Jeff Skinner, his 2nd of the game, his 17th of the season, and by Dylan Cousins, his 2nd of the game, his 17th of the season. And it's a 5-0 Sabre lead. So Tage Thompson got the hat trick in the first period, and then at 16:40, he did it again. It was Buffalo's Tage Thompson, his 4th of the game, his 20th of the season on the power play, assisted by Jeff Skinner, his 3rd goal of the game, or his 3rd of the game, his 18th of the season, and by Rasmus Dahlin, his 2nd of the game, his 23rd of the season, and after one, it's a 6-0 Buffalo lead. 6-0 Buffalo lead after one. And then in the second period at 10:49, it was Columbus Patrick Laine, his 5th of the season, assisted by Jack Roslovic, his 8th of the season, and it's a 6-1 Sabre lead. And then at 12:04, it was Columbus Gustav Nyquist, his 5th of the season, assisted by Johnny Gaudreau, his 19th, and by Boone Jenner, his 10th. And it's a 6-2 Sabre lead. And then at 16:07, this is in the second now. At 16:07, my oh my, he did it again! Buffalo's Tage Thompson, his 5th goal of the game, his 21st of the season, assisted by Alex Tuch, his 3rd of the game, and his 15th of the season, and by Jacob Brayson. And it's a 7-2 Sabre lead. And then at 17-19, it was Buffalo's Peyton Krebs, his first of the season unassisted, and it's an 8-2 Sabre lead. And then at 19-16, it was Buffalo's Alex Tuck, his 13th of the season, assisted by Jeff Skinner, his 4th and 19th, and by Jacob Bryson. At 19-16, it was Buffalo's Alex Tuck, his 13th of the season, assisted by Jeff Skinner, his 4th of the game, his 19th of the season, and by Jacob Bryson, his 2nd of the game, his 7th of the season. And it's 9-2 after 2. The Buffalo Sabres lead the Columbus Bluejackets. And then in the third period at 4:47, it was Columbus Patrick Laine, his 2nd of the game, his 6th of the season, assisted by Vladislav Gavrikov, his 5th of the season, and by Yegor Chinakov, his 8th of the season, and it's a 9-3 Sabre lead. And then at 15:49, it was Columbus Gustav Nyquist, his 2nd of the game, his 6th of the season, assisted by Marcus Bjork, his 4th of the season. And it's a 9-4 Sabre win. The Buffalo Sabres 6-0 after 1, and then scored 3 in the second to put the game away. And now the Buffalo Sabres get ready for a home and home with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penalties in that first period at 2:28, it was Columbus Eric Robinson, 2 minutes for hooking. And then at 10:09, it was Columbus Sean Curley, 2 minutes for tripping. And then at 10:09, it was Columbus Sean Curley, 2 minutes for roughing. And then at 14:44, it was Columbus Sean Curley, 2 minutes for tripping. And then at 15:58, it was Columbus Jack Roslovic, 2 minutes for hooking. And then at 17:13, it was Buffalo's J.J. Peterka, 2 minutes for holding the stick. And then at 17:13, it was Buffalo's Owen Power, 2 minutes for roughing. And at 17:13, it was Columbus Sean Corrali, 2 minutes for roughing. And then in the second period, it was at 1:15, it was Buffalo's Owen Power, PS throw object at puck. And then in the third period at 8:11, it was Columbus Sean Curley, 10-minute misconduct. And at 8:11, it was Buffalo's Dylan Cousins, 2 minutes for cross-checking. So my 3 stars of this game are the third star. I got to give it to Dylan Cousins. He's starting to heat up. Tage Thompson is already heated up, but Dylan Cousins has started to heat up. My second star of the game the Buffalo Sabres beat the Columbus Bluejackets 9-4 and get ready for a home and home with the Pittsburgh Penguins. So I already said my third star was Dylan Cousins. My second star of this game is Rasmus Dahlin. He got his 9th goal of the season today. And my first star of this game, of course, you got to give it to Tage Thompson. 5 goals in this game for Tage, and what a trade from the St. Louis Blues. He came over in that Ryan O'Reilly deal, and man, what a trade that was! What a trade! So they got to get Jack Quinn going more. Although he wasn't in the lineup tonight, only for a little bit. They got to get Tyson Jost going, Kyle Okposo, Owen Power, Guys like Zemgus Girgensons, Victor Olofsson, get him going again. But tonight, it was a great, great effort by all the Buffalo Sabres. 3 for 5 on the power play. I will definitely take that. The kids are starting to heat up. They're only 6 points out of a playoff spot right now. So if they can get 3 more wins, that's 6 points. And depending on who they're trailing by 6 doesn't win, and we get 6 points, we'll be tied for a playoff spot. So we want to get in the playoff spot. Don Granato is probably drilling that in the Sabres' heads that they're only 6 points out of a playoff spot. And if they keep winning, I said it all along, I think they'll make the playoffs this year. But they do need goaltending. But if they can get games like this where they're picking up their goalie and they scored at ease tonight. They scored at ease. And that's the kind of game I like to see. So on Saturday, the 12-13-1 Buffalo Sabres will take on the 14-8-4 Pittsburgh Penguins at home. And then on Saturday night, they're in Pittsburgh. And, it should be fun. It should be fun. But great win. Good to see the boys blow up like that on the scoreboard. And I think there's more of that to come. I definitely do think they're going to beat Pittsburgh on Friday. And hopefully on Saturday, knock on wood. Hopefully on Saturday too. Matthias Samuelsson looked good tonight. He was close to getting another goal. But he was just trying not to get hurt. As he come back from an injury not too long ago. But stay tuned for my Pittsburgh Penguins at Buffalo Sabres preview. Stay tuned for my Buffalo Bills at New Jersey Jets. Stay tuned for my New Jersey Jets at Buffalo Bills preview. And guys, like I said, Don Granato has them playing some good hockey, and they're only 6 points out of a playoff spot. Keep winning, boys, and before you know it, you'll be in the playoffs. Let's make the playoffs this year and show that the tank is over. The rebuild is over. It is now time to start becoming a good hockey team. It is now time to start blowing teams out of the water like tonight, 9-4. The Buffalo Sabres beat the Columbus Bluejackets. So guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think of this 9-goal explosion by the Buffalo Sabres. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a video. This is Sports Dom. Peace. Go Sabres. And let's beat the Pittsburgh Penguins on both Friday and Saturday. Friday night home in Buffalo, Saturday night in Pittsburgh. And let's get 4 points out of this, guys. Let's get 4 points. We're only 6 points out of a playoff spot. Go Sabres. Let's beat the Penguins.